Picture this. Right now, hiding in the shadows of our most advanced digital fortresses, there's a totally new breed of invisible attackers. We aren't just protecting static data anymore, folks. We are protecting autonomous entities that literally hold the keys to the entire kingdom.
$77 million gone. That is the actual, staggering loss from the Shanghai Tax Authority heist. So how'd they do it? The attackers hijacked a machine learning facial recognition pipeline. They took a synthetic video feed, spliced it together from dark web photos, bypassed the identity checks, and registered a fake shell company. Bam. Just like that. One catastrophic blind spot, and millions vanished.
Now, you might be wondering, why is this happening? Well, it's because we're not just dealing with simple chatbots anymore. We're dealing with Agentic AI. Think of these as systems that autonomously define their own goals, figure out a plan based on their environment, and then actually execute actions using external tools. They have agency. They act on our behalf. And when an entity that acts for you gets compromised, the damage scales instantly.
And here is the warning that should literally keep every security architect up tonight. Nearly half, almost 45% of the trusted AI supply chain on Hugging Face uses a format that is incredibly vulnerable to silent, lethal compromise. The tools your own developers are downloading right this second, they could already be booby-trapped.
Which brings us to the ultimate mystery. When your adversary is autonomous, entirely invisible, and already sitting right inside your application pipeline, how on earth do you stop them?
Part 1. The AI crime wave. The monster in the machine.
Let's meet the architects of this modern chaos, WormGPT and FraudGPT. These are massive language models, but completely stripped of any morality or safety guardrails. They're built from the ground up for cybercrime. You'll find them marketed on underground forums as literal starter kits for cyber attackers. For the price of a cheap monthly subscription, criminal syndicates can fully automate their malice.
It's exactly like IronScales pointed out. Generative AI has this incredibly concerning capability to generate malicious code, totally streamlining malware creation. We are talking about dropping the barrier to entry for devastating cyber attacks down to basically zero. You don't need to be some coding savant to write polymorphic malware anymore. You just need an unsanctioned AI.
But here's the real kicker. If these attack tools are this accessible, what happens when they stop targeting humans and instead target an AI that can actually take action on your server?
Part 2. When agents go rogue. The modus operandi.
Okay, let's look at the anatomy of an access control boundary breach. This is how an agent starts operating way outside its intended authorization. See, attackers don't always need to smash through your firewall. Instead, they trick the system by forging role assertions across 4 threat quadrants. They compromise the identity and credentials through shadow identity bridging. Then they trigger data and memory exposure by accessing way too much training data. And finally, they hijack the decision and control flow by manipulating the action criteria. They are literally weaponizing the agent's own logic against it.
A perfect example of this is the confused deputy pattern. Imagine a hijacked, low-level agent somehow tricking a highly privileged agent into running catastrophic commands for it. An attacker bridges a personal, shadowy identity straight into a trusted enterprise integration. Think about it, a compromised personal account inheriting your corporate admin privileges through a hijacked AI. It's basically a locked room mystery where the trusted butler was the one who let the killer inside.
So, we know how they manipulate the agent's mind through prompt injection and boundary breaches. But what if the poison isn't in the prompt at all? What if it's baked into the very pipeline itself?
Part 3. Poison in the pipeline. The invisible threat.
Take a look at this stark contrast. On one hand, you have the legacy pickle format. It functions like a stack-based virtual machine, executing arbitrary code the absolute second you load it. On the other hand, we have safe tensors. This is a secure, raw buffer with physically zero executable code paths. Here's a massive optimization tip for you. Standardizing on safe tensors eliminates a critical supply chain risk overnight.
Because the danger of pickle is off the charts. 95% of identified malicious models on Hugging Face exploit it. Attackers are hiding opcodes in the model's initialization methods, which silently grants them immediate remote code execution the moment the model loads. And hey, if you're thinking, well, my scanning tools will catch it, think again. Recent zero-day bypasses in Pickle Scan, like CVE 2025-1055, mean organizations relying solely on scanners have been sitting completely exposed for months without even knowing it. The monster's already inside the house.
The plot definitely thickens here, with booby-trapped models sitting in our repositories and rogue agents sneaking around our networks. How do we map an adversary we can't even see?
Part 4. Mapping the invisible threat. The investigation.
To build a solid defense, security teams combine 3 supreme intelligence frameworks. First up is MAESTRO, which maps the architecture across 7 distinct layers. It's absolutely perfect for assessing multi-step autonomous workflows. Next, MITRE ATLAS steps in to provide 16 specific adversary behaviors, showing you exactly how attackers manipulate these models. Finally, Stride AI takes classical software threats and translates them into AI failure modes. So, spoofing becomes model impersonation. Basically, MAESTRO tells you where to look, Atlas tells you what the attacker is doing, and Stride AI shows you exactly how the software breaks. It's the ultimate defensive blueprint.
And here's how that translates into actionable defense. Microsoft's PyRIT framework completely automates this red teaming process. You just build a YAML config, load up PyRIT's adversarial datasets, and execute escalating attack phases, starting from simple prompts all the way to complex multi-turn encoded attacks. After that, it uses an LLM as a judge to score any vulnerabilities, letting you confidently gate your release pipeline. It's amazing. It literally turns weeks of manual penetration testing into an afternoon's work.
Okay, so we have the map. We know the enemy's methods. We even have automated red teaming tools ready to roll. So how do we actually build a trap that these unseen adversaries cannot escape?
Part 5. Building the AI Firewall. The countermeasure.
Enter the Llama Firewall. It acts as a live, incredibly ingenious interceptor workflow to keep the stakes in check. In Phase 1, the ingress phase, PromptGuard 2 rapidly filters out malicious instructions and jailbreaks before they even reach the agent. Then, in Phase 2, the runtime phase, we use AlignmentCheck. Think of this as a superego that constantly audits the agent's intermediate reasoning steps in real time to detect if its logic is drifting away from your original intent. Finally, Phase 3 is egress, where CodeShield statically analyzes any generated code payloads right before they execute. It is a beautiful, true glass-box security model.
To bring all these battle-tested countermeasures together, first, standardize on the safe tensors format globally to kill that deserialization threat for good. Second, get PyRIT scanning integrated directly into your CI/CD pipelines, so absolutely no agent ships untested. Third, implement semantic observability using tools like AlignmentCheck to keep a close eye on your agent's chain of thought. And finally, you have to architect your systems with the assumption that your agents will eventually be compromised. Build robust blast radius guardrails to protect your digital kingdom.
Because at the end of the day, knowledge is your ultimate firewall. Go on a watch marathon of our playlists with friends and colleagues to become a cybersecurity expert. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share this video with someone you deeply care about to have a foolproof cyber defense. But ask yourself as you log off today, if an autonomous agent is working in your environment right now, who is really giving it the orders?